There's a reason there's only one on this list, okay? Hey y'all, it's Nat. I hope you're having a terrific day today. And for this video, we're going to be closing out my series of series with my series priorities. Alright, before we get to anything bookish, make sure to hit like and subscribe down below, as well as tell me in the comments what is the next series you're really itching to start. So to officially close out 2025's series of series, of course we have to look at the ones I am hoping to start here soon. My priorities. I've been doing my best to really focus on reading books I already own, meaning majority of these are coming from this owned TBR shelf. Naturally, I had to go with the ones that I have owned the longest, or the ones that are the shortest series. Fingers crossed they don't get much longer. Starting at the top is one that honestly has been on another series priority list in years past, and I have still yet to get to it. That would be Where Dreams Descend by Janella Angeles. I think part of this is probably just the fact that unfortunately I have been shifting away from young adult stories, but this is a duology that feels very inspired by Phantom of the Opera, perhaps. I believe it's set in a fantastical world, and we have these magicians who are competing in some sort of a game, of course. We've got the Star, a powerful showgirl out to prove that she's the best, the Master, an enigmatic keeper of the club, and the Magician, a brooding judge haunted by a past he can no longer hide. I think there might be a love triangle based on that. I heard a lot of positive things about this first one, not so much on the second one, but overall I just feel like I haven't heard a lot of people talk about this series in general, and I am still intrigued by it. I really would like to try it out, so here's hoping maybe that'll finally happen in the next year or so. Another I also have owned for quite some time. This one is a little bit less of a priority because the series itself is incomplete, and in fact it seems as though it's going to be one of those series that everybody is waiting for the next installments, but I've still owned it for a while now, and I do really want to try and get it read. The Lies of Locke Lamora by Scott Lynch. I've heard so many positive things about this one, where we're following this group of thieves, and I mean, I am a big heist fan, so that alone was enough to intrigue me. Faced with a bloody coup that threatens to destroy everything and everyone that holds meaning in his mercenary life, Locke vows to beat the enemy at his own brutal game or die trying. I've heard so many good things about this series from everybody who has read it. It's just a little bit on the chunkier side, and that kind of continues to terrify me. But as I said, the series itself is also not complete, and it seems like everybody is sort of just waiting for the next installment. It seems like Scott Lynch is not working through these super quickly. Like, I have time, but also I just really want to officially try this one out. I really need to pick it up. I think this next one was also on my last series priorities, whoopsie, and that would be The Wrath in the Dawn by Renee Ahdieh, similar to Where Dreams Descend, also a young adult. So it's kind of gotten bumped down on my priorities list for my owned TBR, but it's also simply a duology. So I've really wanted to pick it up. I've been eyeing it for years now. We're following Khalid, the 18-year-old caliph of Khorasan. Of course, each night he takes a new wife, but then Shahrazad ends up volunteering to become the next bride and vows to stop his reign of terror for the friends she lost and all those who perished before her. Like I said, I've heard so many good things about this one. It is on the older side, enemies to lovers. I like that it has the Arabian Nights inspiration. I really need to officially read it. I just need to do it. While this next one is also a young adult one, it is from an author who I've really loved in the past, so I have a little bit more faith I will enjoy it. And I've pretty much only heard glowing reviews for this duology, The Sunbearer Trials by Aiden Thomas. This is supposed to be very a la Percy Jackson, which I love, but we're following a group of half-bloods, or semidioses, is that what they call them? Semidioses, who are competing in the Sunbearer Trials. The winner carries light and life to all the temples, but the loser has the greatest honor of all, to be sacrificed to Sol. Like I said, I've heard it's really reminiscent of Percy Jackson, but it has Aiden Thomas's wonderful character work, the found family, a cute romance. I really just need to pick this one up. I am hoping I will love it just as much as I loved Cemetery Boys by this author. This one I actually just started into of the time I'm filming this, and that is The Unbroken by C.L. Clarke. This is the first in the Magic of the Lost series. So we alternate back and forth between Terrain, who is a soldier, and Luca, who is a turncoat, but she is also the princess, trying to figure out a way to take down her uncle. Like I said, I have just started into this one, and I learned it actually just recently closed out the trilogy. So I'm really hoping I will enjoy it. Already have seen that there are religious elements included in this war that's going on between the different countries, and y'all know I really enjoy religious discussions in my fantasy books. Wish me luck that by the time you're watching this video, I may have actually finished it. Then next up is another duology. I did not realize how many duologies are in this priority list. Maybe that just needs to be a video I do or something. But next is The Night Ends with Fire by KX Song. This is the first in the Dragon Spirit duology. Josh actually grabbed this one for me kind of randomly because it's stunning, honestly, and he did good. I definitely am really hoping I will enjoy this one because it is so pretty. I also have not really read many a dragon fantasies yet, but of course they have been all the rage for a while now, and I'm really hoping I may enjoy this one. I believe it's kind of a play on Mulan, actually. Mei Lin ends up escaping after she learns that her husband to be is a violent man and ends up enlisting in her father's army, actually. And of course starts to have feelings for a prince who actually is her training partner, Sky. Yeah, it definitely sounds like it's going to be a fun time. For the number of romance series I'm in the middle of, it seems like I really should not try to prioritize starting another series, but I do already have the start of one on my November TBR, so I am hoping to officially start into the Princess Stakes series by Amelie Howard. Oh no, this is called the Daring Dukes series, never mind. But this is a historical romance series starting out with a female main character who was actually from India and ends up, I think, like running away to Britain. Yep, and on the ship she stows away on is actually a ex-flame who she'd previously spurned, and he is also a naval captain, which is the reason of why I may possibly get this read in November, because I need to read a book for my romance book club which has a military man, or a military character. It doesn't necessarily have to be a man. So though I'm in the middle of so many other romance series, I'm gonna start into yet another one. There's a reason there's only one on this list, okay? So in the end, I think this this stack of 7 should be manageable in the next 2 years, but I still didn't even finish the last series priority list that I had. Send me all the positive vibes. I really have everything crossed that I might actually get these read, and I have also just been really itching to read so many of them. And on that note though, that is officially it for today, y'all. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. I really appreciate it. Make sure to hit like and subscribe down below. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, let's leave a dragon emoji in the comments down below. I have links to all my socials as well as a few ways you can support me down in the description. I come out with videos on Monday and Friday, but until then, I hope that you continue to have a terrific day. Love you, bye!